All right, let's move to the 2 and 7 in the West. That is Memphis and the Lakers. So
The West is such a mess.
yeah,
This is another one that could be a lot closer than a normal 2-7.
I agree.
And it's
More so
purely
in this one.
because Adams and what's the other big's name?
Clark.
Yeah, that they're both missing. So as much as Xavier Tillman defends Anthony Davis individually really, really well, you can't play Tillman 30, 35 minutes. He's just such a liability on offense. And you know that you can't play Jaren Jackson on Anthony Davis because he might have been fouled out by the time I finish this sentence. So, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, I'm actually quite certain that Jaren Jackson is already on 2 fouls right now. The game's 2 days away. I'm pretty sure he's in foul trouble already.
Him and Towns pick up fouls like it's their job.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, with Towns, it's because he doesn't move his feet and he reaches and he bumps and then looks at the ref like he's done nothing wrong. Jackson is almost the opposite. He's almost too overzealous. Like, he hasn't learned that
block numbers yet. His block numbers have been insane, though.
But that's exactly it. He's so enthusiastic and overzealous on D that when he doesn't pick up fouls, he blocks everything. But when he's a beat early or a beat late, or the offense is just smart enough to get him out of his cadence, he picks up fouls like nobody's business.
I really
worry because he's always trying at 1,000% on D, which is a great thing, but he's his own worst enemy.
And the Lakers led the league in free throws by a mile.
Mile.
This is like
no conspiracy there, surely.
I hate this matchup for Memphis. You're not only losing Adams and Clark, but the Lakers lead the league in free throws by a mile, and they cannot have that happen.
Yeah, this is an absolute no-win series for Memphis. If they get through, okay, they did what they're supposed to do. But there are so many pitfalls and trapdoors, and this could go really wrong for Memphis. This is where the West is just such a wide-open race. Like, it's a shit show. Every team has major flaws and major strengths.
Based on the history of the NBA, I can see it. It's LeBron. He's got Brooks all confused. I don't know.
And that's another really good point. You know, Dylan Brooks is great at getting in the head of the people he's defending, but this is LeBron.
Yeah.
But this is one of the most mentally strong players that the league has ever seen. Like, he's someone who, like, Dylan Brooks could be punching himself in the face by game 4.
Yeah, I can see it right now.
Davis could go off. LeBron might just have one of those. Yes, he's old, but he might have one of those series left in him where he goes for 34, 8, and 8 every night.
The only good thing I feel about Memphis is Tyus Jones won't turn the ball over.
No, that's exactly. And this has been one of Memphis' strengths, is that they get 48 minutes of awesome point guard play in very different styles, but they always...
He never turns the ball over.
No. And he could probably be a bit more adventurous with his passing. There's probably another turnover and a half per game that he would pick up, but he might get 2 or 3 more assists as well, because he's not someone who really pushes the envelope with trying to slide it into those little gaps either. He's always very safe with it. Look, Ja, this is looking at the Memphis side of things, Ja could go nuts in this series as well, because God bless Austin Reeves' heart, he's not staying in front of Ja. We've discussed D'Lo's defensive deficiencies. Dennis Schroeder is not anyone's idea of a defensive stop.
He twisted his ankle in that.
That's right.
We don't know how he's even going to be.
And the only guard on this roster for the Lakers who can match Ja for speed is Lonnie Walker, and he just takes away so much from so many other areas that you don't really want to have to play. So Davis tends to like to sit back a little bit more on defense now. He's leaned into the fact that he's a 5, not a 4. But that opens up Ja's floater game, which is arguably the best in the league. So Ja could he won't get a big highlight dunk, in this series most likely, but he could live at about 12 feet out for pull-up jumpers and floaters and little runners and leaners.
I think I'm gonna pick the Lakers.
Mate, I don't think I've ever heard you say that sentence.
It's just I really worry about the lack of big men that they have.
If the Lakers were playing my old man Tuesday team here in Ballarat, I'm pretty sure that you would have said, I'm going to pick the Brumbies. I'm not picking the Lakers. I've never heard you say those words, and I am actually genuinely concerned for your mental health right now.
Oh, that's another story. I'm really concerned about the Grizzlies. They're a different team with Adams. They really are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Memphis' strengths in offense are second chance points and fast break points. Without Adams and Clark, and particularly Adams, they lose their primary second chance points, a generator of second chance points. And what evaporates in the playoffs? Fast break points. So, and this is where Memphis have fallen over in the past, that they have to rely on half court sets. Now, one thing they've got in their advantage is that Desmond Bain is a much, much better basketballer than he was the last time that they fell short early. He can generate offense by himself. He's an elite spot-up shooter and a movement shooter as well. But that said, that's like the third string in the bow. That's not the main options for this Memphis offense. I'm going to pick Memphis, but I'm going to say 6 or 7. I'll say Grizz in 7. Win it on their home floor.
I'll take the Lakers in 7.
Oh, winning in Memphis.
Yeah, I think the trade deadline pickups they've had have really turned the season around. Vanderbilt's been really, really good. Malik Beasley has given them another shot maker. Austin Reeves is he going to get $80 million?
God, I hope not. Just speaking on Vanderbilt, we talked about the offensive rebounding that Memphis are losing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that swings in the Lakers' favor. Not just Davis, but with Vanderbilt. Who boxes out Vanderbilt now?
I don't know how Memphis is going to rebound the ball.
Yeah. I mean, Santi Aldama, nice player, but he's not exactly the second coming of Rodman.
It's going to be a lot of Laker free throw attempts, a lot of offensive rebounds, and LeBron. Yeah.
And
good luck.
I'm interested to see who does stick in the rotation here for Memphis as well, not just from that much thinner front court, but even in the back court. Is Kennard going to go off for a bunch of threes? If he doesn't, he's going to get cooked. So does that mean John Conchar suddenly gets more minutes? Do they play with
Kenneth Lofton, new signee,
Jones and Durant backcourt? Sorry,
new signee, Kenneth Lofton. He's on the roster now.
Well, you know what? I mean, does he get minutes? Does he get minutes at the 4 in this series?
I don't know.
I mean, that front court is so thin. He's not going to get cooked one-on-one by Vanderbilt. So maybe, I don't know. Gives Vanderbilt someone to occupy him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's not a bad call. He might actually get 15, 20 minutes.
Uh-huh. I mean, they signed him for a reason. I don't know.
Well, I mean, they signed him because they're running out of big men falling over. But yeah, he could actually play a sneaky role in this series. So yeah, look, this is such a typical Western Conference series. This one where, like, every answer leads to another question.
Yeah,
and it's just such a bastard of a matchup to pick. But yeah, look, I'll go Grizz in 7. Okay. I'll say home floor gets it done.